What's up everyone, it's your girl Brain Shanae, and today I have some book mail that I want to share with you all today, so please stay tuned. And I'm back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So like I said before, I wanted to share with you all the book mail that I have received, so let's get started. Okay, so it seems like a lot of these books are from Amazon, and there is some books I had pre-ordered, and there's also some books that I had gotten from Book Depository that hasn't been released out in the US, but only in the UK. But let's open this book, or this box first. So I'm gonna open this up. Okay, so this is a book that I won from a giveaway by JL, who is the author of Wings of Ebony. And this is one of the books that I had won, which I'm so excited to read. So let me get this open. And it is Like Home, and this is by Louisa Anome, which I cannot wait to read. It even says on the front, a fierce main character, an enthralling mystery, and a cause to root for, a stirring coming-of-age story. And that was said by Namina Forna. This is the author of The Gilded Ones, which I have not read yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it. But this is the cover of the book, which is beautiful. And then if you take the dust jacket off, it's this color with the little silver foiling. And then let me go ahead and read the synopsis so we all know what it is about. So it says, Chanello, or Nello, as her best friend Kate calls her, is all about her neighborhood, Ginger East. She loves its chill vibe, its ride-or-die sense of community, and her memories of growing up there. Ginger East isn't what it used to be, though. After a deadly incident at the local arcade, all her closest friends moved away except for Kate. But as long as they have each other, Nello's good. Only Kate's parents' corner store is vandalized, leaving Nello shaken to her core. The police and the media are quick to point fingers, and soon more of the outside world descends on Ginger East with promises to fix it. Suddenly, Nello finds herself in the middle of a drama unfolding on a national scale. Worse yet, Kate is acting strange. She's pushing Nello away at the exact moment they need each other the most. Nello's entire world is morphing into something she hates, and she must figure out how to get it all back on track or risk losing everything and everyone she loves. So this sounds something right up my alley. I definitely look forward to reading this. I'm probably going to read this really rather soon because this is definitely one of my anticipated reads of 2021. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. So I got this in the mail. Now we have this box. Let me open this one up. See what's inside. Let me see. Okay, so this is a pre-order. This is the second book to Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. Oh my god, the cover is so beautiful. And that is Reaper of Souls. By Rena Barron, who is the author of Kingdom of Souls. So this is the second book, and this has red. On the original cover, it's more like a greenish color, but just look at that. It is beautiful, and even says power is a gift and a curse. Oh my god, this is my anticipated read of this year. I'm definitely gonna have to read this in March, which I cannot wait to do so. And then if I take the dust jacket off, it is black, and then it has the red foiling letters right there. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis for this one, shall we? So it says, the magic Ara, wanted for so long, is finally hers, but her new gifts came at too steep a price. Ara is the last surviving witch doctor of the tribal lands, and she has been left alone to pick up the pieces of her family's betrayal, a kingdom plunged into chaos and a love that can never be. But as she struggles to rebuild, Ara discovers a glimmer of hope. There may be survivors who escaped the demons' attack on the tribes, and with her new magic, she is the only one who can bring them home. While Ara seeks what is left of her people, her beloved Roderick is intent on hunting down every last demon in the kingdom. Instead, he uncovers a plot that would destroy what's left of their world, and Ara with it. The Demon King is far closer than they know, and as they both fight to unravel his schemes, one haunting truth emerges. The Demon King wants Ara, and he will lay waste to anything yes, and it says, and he will lay waste to anything or anyone standing between them. Oh my God. Yes, so this is definitely, I'm looking forward to reading this, knowing more about Ara, what happens, especially after the tribes being divided and being ruined. But here is the little map that's with it as well, so you get a gist of what the world looks like. But yeah, this like another anticipated read of 2021. I'm definitely looking forward to this. This will definitely be on my TBR for next month in March. And even on the back it says, a prince repelled by magic, a king bent on revenge, a witch doctor who does not walk alone. So that's what it says on the back. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to reading this in March. And let me know if you in the comments, or if you have read this or not already, and what you thought of it so far. But yeah, so I got this book in the mail. Next package is another pre-order, and I definitely wanted to read this. I still have to read her other books before I can read this one, so I'm a little bit behind, but I plan on catching up, especially in March. I plan on adding her other book, or finishing the other book, so I can try to hurry, like, get to this book. Oh, and yeah, nobody was not lying. This book is huge, and that is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. And this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. So yes, I read the first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm definitely going to be reading A Court of Mist and Fury in March, and possibly A Court of Wings and so I'm going to be reading A Court of Mist and Fury, and then next I'll read A Court of Wings and Ruin, then the little book right here, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then hop into this book. Yeah, I know a lot of people were not happy with the dust jacket change, or the cover change, but it is okay. I'm still going to read this book because I just want to know. I really loved A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm in the middle of reading, like I said, A Court of Mist and Fury, so I plan on finishing it in March and then going from there so that I can finally read this big boy. But yeah, so this is definitely a huge book, so I definitely am going to take my time reading this one. But if I take the dust jacket off, it is, of course, a beautiful orange with the little black right here. And then let me read the synopsis for this book. And it says, an unfathomable power. Nesta Karan has always been prickly, proud, swift to anger, and slow to forgive. And ever since being forced into the cauldron and becoming High Fae against her will, she struggled to find a place for herself within the strange, deadly world she inhabits. Worse, she can't seem to move past the horrors of the war with Highburn and all she lost in it. The one person who ignites her temper more than any other is Cassian, the battle-scarred warrior whose position in Ryzan and Farah's Night Court keeps him constantly in Nesta's orbit. But her temper isn't the only thing Cassian ignites. The fire between them is undeniable, and it only burns hotter as they are forced to work closely together. Meanwhile, the treacherous human queens who returned to the continent during the last war have forged a dangerous new alliance, threatening the fragile peace that has settled over the realms. And the key to halting them might very well rely on Cassian and Nesta facing their haunting past. Against the sweeping backdrop of a world seared by war and plagued with uncertainty, Nesta and Cassian battle monsters from within and without as they search for acceptance and healing in each other's arms. Oh my God. So this is something I'm definitely looking forward to read. And look at the little pages right here. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. This book is humongous. Like, literally, to read this book, it is approximately 757 pages, which is very intimidating. And then, of course, in the back, it has like read on for an exclusive behind-the-scenes peek at what some of your favorite characters were up to off the page during. So that's pretty much the little extra exclusive part if you get the Barnes & Noble's edition. But yeah, so I pre-ordered this book. I'm definitely looking forward to reading it. I'm definitely going to probably read this slowly due to how big it is. I might take the whole month just reading one book. Is that crazy? Possibly. So yeah, so I pre-ordered this and I cannot wait to read this. Then the next book is from Book Depository. I was really thinking on reading this for the Black Author Readathon. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it in time. Maybe I will. I really will have to try. and see if I can. So yeah, so let me open this one. And like I said, this book is not out yet in the US, but it was published in the UK, and this is also his debut book. And this is Open Water by Caleb Azoma Nelson. So look at this cover. It is beautiful, and it's not really that long either, so who knows. It says a love song to Black art and thought, and that was said by Yazi, who is the best-selling author of Homegoing and Transcendent Kingdom. So yeah, so this is the cover, and then if I take the dust jacket off, it's just it's black with the little white wording right there. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis for this book. So it says, two young people meet at a pub in southeast London. Both are Black British, but both won scholarships to private schools where they struggle to belong. Both are now artists. He a photographer, she a dancer, trying to make their mark in a city that by turns celebrates and rejects them. Tentatively, tenderly, they fall in love, but two people who seem destined to be together can still be torn apart by fear and violence. It says, at once an achingly beautiful love story and a potent insight into race and masculinity, Open Water asks what it means to be a person in a world that sees you as a black body, to be vulnerable when you are only respected for strength, to find safety and love, only to lose it. With gorgeous, soulful intensity, Caleb Azoma Nelson has written the most essential British debut of recent years. Oh, yeah, so I don't know if I should try to read this, you guys. What should I do? I think I could fit it in. It's just like, can I do it? Like, literally, can I do it? Like, I'm gonna try to. So yeah, I'm gonna try to read this before the live show tomorrow, and even if I don't, I'll try to finish it on Sunday because that is the last day of March. But yeah, so definitely looking forward to reading this one. Then I have this box right here I'm going to open. This is the last box that I have. So let's open this one and see what's inside. I think this is a couple of things in this box, if I'm not mistaken. So let me see. Okay, so there's another pre-order. This is my little, I'm starting to do my shakes again, so I got a little bottle for that. This is one of my pre-orders, and that is Nubia, a real one. And this is by L.L. McKinney and Robin Smith. This is L.L. McKinney's first graphic novel that she's done, and just look at the cover. It looks beautiful, right? And like the graphics look amazing. Oh my gosh, like this is one of my anticipated reads of 2021, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. And let me go ahead and read the synopsis for this book. So it says, can you be a hero if society doesn't see you as a person? Nubia has always been a little bit different. As a baby, she showcased Amazonian strength by pushing over a tree to rescue her neighbor's cat. But despite Nubia's similar abilities, the world has no problem telling her that she's no Wonder Woman. And even if she were, they wouldn't want her. Every time she comes to the rescue, she's reminded of how people see her, as a threat. Her moms do their best to keep her safe, but Nubia can't deny the fire within her, even if she's a little awkward about it sometimes, even if it means people assume the worst. When Nubia's best friend, Keisha, is threatened by a boy who thinks he owns the town, Nubia will risk it all, her safety, her home, and her crush on that cute kid in English class, to become the hero society tells her she isn't. And it says, from the witty and powerful voice behind A Blade So Black, L.L. McKinney, and with endearing and expressive art by Robin Smith, comes a vital story for today about equality, identity, and kicking it with your squad. And it says featuring a stirring introduction by Danielle Clayton, New York Times bestselling author of the Bell series and COO of the nonprofit organization We Need Diverse Reads, or We Need Diverse Books. So this is a graphic novel for this is a DC graphic novel for young adults. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. This will also be something that I'll be reading in March. So definitely look out for that for my March TBR. And then lastly, I had gotten this book because I think I'm going to plan on reading this also in March as well. And that is How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House. And this is a novel by Sherry Jones. Now, this cover really intrigued me and it reared me in, so that's why I definitely want to read it in March. And if you take the dust jacket off, this is what it looks like. like orange yellow, and it's really pretty. So let me read the synopsis for this book if you don't know what this one is about. And it says, in Baxter's Beach, Barbados, Layla's grandmother, Wilma, tells the story of the one-armed sister. It's a cautionary tale about what happens to girls who disobey their mothers and go into the Baxter's tunnels. When she's grown, Layla lives on the beach with her husband, Aiden, a petty criminal with endless charisma, whose thwarted burglary of one of the beach mansions sets off a chain of events with terrible consequences. A gunshot no one was meant to witness, a new mother whose baby is found lifeless on the beach, a woman torn between two worlds and incapacitated by grief, and two men driven into the tunnels by desperation and greed, who attempt a crime that will risk their freedom and their lives. It says, how the one-armed sister sweeps her house is an intimate and visceral portrayal of interconnected lives across race and class in a rapidly changed resort town, told by an astonishing new author of literary fiction. So this sounds really deep. This is definitely something that I know is going to make me cry and have me all in my feelings. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this in March. So March is going to be a crazy month for me, but I'm all for it, and I just want to read these amazing books. But that is it, you guys. That is all my book mail that I want to share with you all today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and please stay healthy and stay safe. See ya.